Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Cody here again. I'm actually going to give you guys a deck profile of the deck that I won the Phoenix UDS with on the 29th of November. It's a couple days after the event. I just haven't had time to make this profile, so let's get right into it. I took first place. I went 3-1. I lost in Swiss to Pepe. I had control of the game. He just literally top decked every card he needed to get out of the situation. We were joking about it after the match that if he could stack his deck, that's the way he would have stacked his deck to beat me in that situation. And then in top eight was all Pepe, one Kozmo, and one Burning Abyss. The Burning Abyss guy, he was destroying all the Pepe players. I played him in Swiss. I wrecked him in Swiss, and then I played him in top four, and I wrecked him in top four. And then in finals, I played against Pepe. Game one, I OTK'd the guy. Game two, I didn't see a big spaceship, so I just picked up my cards, and we went to game three, and I OTK'd him again in game three. It was a very... He took a Max C challenge and gave me a +5 off of Max C, and he got OTK'd because of it. So let's get into the deck profile. 3 Farm Girl. So, you guys will see it. I have a couple different Kozmo variants up. I've switched the deck a little bit here and there, not too much, but you'll notice the differences if you look at the other decks. I'm a big fan of running spaceships. I'm running triple Dark Destroyer, triple Forerunner. A lot of people are like, "Oh, run 2 Forerunner." I'm staying at 3. The card's way too good. I run 3 Wicked Witch. I think this card's probably the best little one in the deck. It does more work than Farm Girl for me. I mean, it literally keeps me in games that I shouldn't stay in because I have this card. Where Farm Girl would just get ran over or Dark Hold or something like that. This card keeps me alive. I main decked double Max C. This was a... I was expecting more Kozmo players to show up, but all the Kozmo people decided to play Pepe. So the Max C was really, really good in the main deck, but I think that I would have probably main decked Kaiser Colosseums in its place just for that event if I would have known that everyone was going to play Pepe instead of Kozmo. Literally, like, we have a lot of Kozmo players at our local area here in Phoenix, and they all decided to play Pepe. So it was me versus Pepe all day long. 2 Slip Rider. I normally run 3 of this card. I dropped it to 2. I like it at both 2 or 3. I think it's pretty good. Double Honest. In my previous videos, I was going to drop it. I tested without it. I tested it at 1. I played it at 2. When the card goes off, it's good. Other than that, it's whatever. Dogfighter. I hate this card, but I play it because I can stall games because of it. Other than that, I do not like this card at all. 1 Good Witch. Really good against, the mirror situations. To have the Good Witch, you book down the Wicked Witch and run it over. 1 Strawman. I was playing 2. I dropped down to 1. I like it better at 1. 3 Reasoning. So the Max C in Reasoning, I know that's the first thing that pops in people's minds. I just didn't care. That's what it came down to, was I needed Max C in my hand against Pepe. So I was willing to Reasoning off of Max C, because then chances are I can get rid of it for a Slip Rider or a Dogfighter or something along those lines. Instead of it just being a Coliseum, to where Reasoning would have just milled it to the grave. So, I mean, I didn't want to play the Max C and Reasoning together, but I think Max C's too good not to run. And I think also Reasoning is way too good not to run. 3 Teleport. Card just good. A lot of crazy plays you can do with this. 3 Kozmo Town. When I draw this card, I blow people out. When I don't, I have to search it, and that just sucks, but whatever. Double MST. I was playing 3. I like 3. I just don't think I have the room for 3. Limiter. This is my favorite card in the entire deck. I end more games because of this card. I put out massive amounts of damage, And if somehow I do not game you off of limiter, I just float spaceships off of it, so it doesn't even matter. So you take a bunch of damage and I end up with Forerunners. This is how it works out. Warning, bottomless, emptiness, pretty standard. 2 times space. Love this card. I said at the beginning of this format, time space was going to be a huge card in the format, and it has proven to be that. The card's amazing. And double storming Mirror Force. Have not drawn this card once in 3 tournaments. I draw it during test play, and it does really well in test play, but I have not seen it in a tournament in the last 3 tournaments I've played since I started main decking it. So it'd be nice to know how this does in the tournament play. Extra deck. 1 Fortress, Mirror Match. I run the Cyframe Omega Lord because of my side deck. Never had to make it yet. Clearwing Synchro, again, because the cards in my extra deck it's possible to go into, and you know, the off situation that you can do stupid combos with this card and win. I'd rather I just have it there than not. Same thing here. Black Rose, Honor Arc, Dweller, Big Eye. I actually make this card more than probably anything in my extra deck. I'm just going to go through it because it's pretty standard for the most part. And that's the extra. There's like kind of nothing surprising there. Tokens up there. Alright, side deck time. I ran 3 Dankos. I mainly run this card for rogue decks. Satellar Knights, Mage Spectres, and all that stuff, because playing Mage Spectres aren't that big of a deal, because I really know how to play against the deck well. But Satellar Knights and everything like that, it's just annoying. Those type of decks are annoying where you're playing through 5 back row the entire game. Danko Seka ends those games. It just ends them. You can OTK through anything at that point. I side deck 3 Veilers. Probably the best side deck card, because Pepe's only out to the Dark Ship is to Ignister, and if you Veiler the Ignister, you are like 95% going to win that game, because of how much in resources they have to go into to do that. That Ignister play, they have to burn a Pendulum Summon, they have to get it off in order to bounce the spaceship, and if that doesn't happen, then they're up against a 3000 beater that they can't get rid of. I went double Cyber Dragon. It's really good with reasoning. It's good against the mirror match. I ran only 1 Chimera Tech in double Cyber Dragon because I just want to see it go off 1 time. That's all I needed to happen, and chances are I'll win the match, so I just rather see the card. Ghost Ogre. Card put in so much work yesterday against Pepe. Because more times than not, when they do the Ignister play, they're going to special first, and then they're going to try to bounce so that they don't have to pop scales. And when they do that, you Ghost Ogre the monster, and it pops the monster, and then they can't bounce your spaceship. I'm jumping to 2 of this card in the side deck for sure. My 3rd Maxi. Again, against Pepe, it's really good. 3 Kaiser Coliseum. I sided it in every game I played against Pepe. I sided it in. If I drew it, I would just blow them out. Like, it was that easy. 2 Grandhorn. I'm taking this out of my side deck. The card in theory is just really stupid good. It just never works like that, so I'm just dropping it completely. I'll probably put a 3rd MST and a Ghost Ogre in its place. That is the deck profile. I took 1st place. I have topped 3 of these UDS things. I've top 4'd 3 of them. I took 1st place at 1 of them, and then I top 8'd the ARG thing recently, and I've been playing Kozmo since the deck got the new support, and I've had a lot of success with it. So I hope you guys liked. Rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my other deck profiles on there. You can see the comparisons of how I changed the deck and everything like that, and go from there. All right, thanks for watching.